We might need it. We might not. We probably won't. That's fine. Alright, let's check on our scouts. Oh man, look at that. Look at that steel. 321 and 2 steam cores. Alright, the Lone Boulder. Let's explore and let's carry on. So what is after the mass grave? Let's just keep going. I think we're okay on steel for now. We kind of have them as emergency. I think it's only going to take 1 day. Out of curiosity, actually. How long will it take them to return home? 1 day, 1 hour. Okay, so it's going to be about 1 day for them to get back, which is not that bad. Oh man. Look at our coal income. We can't even like keep up with it. We have passed 3,000. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. We need to upgrade our resource stuff, man. We're gonna run out of physical space. Let's see. I don't want to waste heat zones on these resource piles. Oh my gosh. We have so much coal. I love it. We can at least stockpile it early. Because, I mean, eventually people are going to be leaving. And we're not going to have enough people to sustain the generator. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's so good. I love that much coal. We're doing well, really well on food. We're doing well on coal. Our steel it's alright. We never upgrade these, actually? Advanced Steelworks, so... Steam Steelworks? I think that's where we are right now. Yeah. Okay. Can't even keep up. Look at this. That's awesome. I love it. We have 5 days of coal at this level. Oh my goodness. Boom. More storage for coal. And there's still a pile building, which means we can build more gathering posts. Let's just put another one there. We have plenty of people. We can probably actually move this one out. Whatever. Just leave it. It's fine. We're leaving this place. We're just dumping it. This place is donezo. Winterhome is donezo. We are not going to be hanging out here any longer. 8 in the morning to 6. That place is warm. Look, it's toasty. So toasty. Alright, so we can't forget. Livable is totally fine, so we can't forget to flip that back when the temperature drops. And again, we're probably just going to increase the generator. So we did the Bull Thumper, did this. What's our next one? We do the overdrive couplings. We do some of these. I guess we'll wait until the game like starts throwing stuff at us. But for the time being, I'm a little worried about the sick. I'm a little worried about... What am I worried about? Worried about steel. Income of resources. We could upgrade our wall drill so we can upgrade all of our houses and stuff a little bit faster. Oh, resource depot. That would be helpful. This one right here would actually be really helpful. We'll hit that one next. It'll be helpful for our like physical space here. Look at this income. It took 3 resource places in order for that to turn green. Love it. We don't even need this much coal. $3,100. Like, these piles are still growing. Alright, so that last little bit, the 15%, was enough to drive us into the positive. Okay. Oh, the Book of Laws. Any laws we're interested in? Field kitchens. I love field kitchens. Raises temperature of nearby workplaces by 1 level. Oh my goodness, that is so good. You have to build 2 of them. Oh, no problem. 5 and 10, no problem. Field kitchens are awesome. It is time to destroy this building. Goodbye, little hut. Move into an actual house. Let's go, people. We're gonna put a fuel kitchen right there. And I think we already have a slot here for fuel kitchen. Oh, look at that. It's so tiny. Aww. It's such a tiny little building. Oh my goodness. It's so little. Boop. I like how after I clicked, this thing turned on. So when that's done, we'll plop that right there. Oh, we could build like several of these. Put another one over here. Oh, that's where I should have put this one. That's where I should have put the first one. Oh well. Let's just build some extra ones. We'll plop that there. See, this one will be here. I think we have any space. Any space back here? Oh, we do. Okay. So let's put... We're gonna put the one here, and let's put the other one... whatever. We'll just build some extra ones. Oh, we have to put workers in there. Workers or engineers? Let's find out. when these are finished building, we'll know. This place is livable. Good. Alright. Getting through. Advanced. Steelworks have finished. What do we need to build them? 80 wood. Alright, so we can't immediately do that. How much steel? 40. Okay. We did just upgrade our well, not upgrade. We did just restart our wall. Yeah, those kitchens can fit anywhere. It's so nice. Love it. It's so cute and tiny. What was our next thing here? If you're just joining us here, we are well under our way to filling up the Dreadnought in Winterhome. What is this expansion called? Home of the Winterhome? I'm gonna call it Home of the Fall of Winterhome. There we go. Okay. So infirmary checklist, we could do that one. What was my next priority? Maybe steam wall drill. We have the steam cores to support it. Oh, that's right. Resource depot. We'll do that one next. So that actually spent a little bit of wood. That's okay. Oh, 50 wood. Oh, because we're upgrading it. Gotcha. Alright. Cool. Some more workers there. Look at those piles. We can't even like get rid of those piles. Evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. Here we go. 25 of 25. Prepare. The evacuation has been complete. First crew in place. Oh, the first crew. Okay, so the first of the crew has just reached the Dreadnought. They can now start refitting it. The people we evacuate will need cabins and food rations. If we don't make sure they have them, they'll die during the journey. The more people we send, the more they'll need. You'll have to balance this with to ensure the successful evacuation, or to ensure a successful evacuation. Ooh, that is a little stressful. To convert the first deck into cabins, we'll need 300 steel and 1 steam core. To feed the people currently in the Dreadnought, we'll need at least 200 food rations. So food rations, I think, will be okay. We're actually starting to hit a bottleneck in food rations. So on that note, we could switch our coal outpost to the food outpost. And that'll give us 200 rations, which also means that we need to build at least one more flying hunter. And we are currently upgrading our coal thumpers, so I think we might be able to be at a point now to make that transition. So let's go ahead and set that up now. Okay. So I have no idea when this group... I don't know what the timeline in this group actually is. I didn't look at what time it was when they flipped. But they're here. Let's go ahead and dismantle this outpost. Let's select them and have them go back to the freshwater springs. Our scouts out here, they don't have any wood on them or any food on them. So we don't need it. For steel, we just did the final upgrade for the advanced steel works, so we're kind of building up our wood. So I think once they reach their location in about an hour and a half, we're gonna have them come back home so that we can use the steam cores, because we owe this thing. Oh, we can give it workers now. Oh, sick. Okay. Alright. Balance. We must provide people sent to the Dreadnought with enough cabins and food for the journey. Where there aren't enough supplies aboard the Dreadnought to hope for a successful evacuation. Okay. What's this bar? Is this a timeline? Is this like the balance? So... resources, 2,500. Okay. So we could just send all the children. Get out of here. I mean, we have 160 children. But they won't be, like, really useful. But we could send, like, 20. And then we could send, like, 20 workers. We can start just sending the children. Most of our workers are trapped working on the coal situation. I don't see a heat thing up here. I think houses are going to be pretty important. We're probably not going to need an immense amount of them, to Nadia Kemi's point, but I think it's going to be useful to save on the coal, because we're going to have to minimize some of our coal activities over here. Oh no, look at this. Is this considered dangerous for children? The field kitchen? I'm just gonna put workers in there for now. Okay, so we need to build one more interest hangar. But we're not gonna do this before the steel, because the steel is more important. Steel is not more important. We have to send 300 steel. Usually employ children at kitchens. Okay, I'll try that. All right, so a mass grave probably of the people who died when the third Dreadnought steam boiler exploded. Let's explore. Counting the dead. We opened the mass grave to count the bodies. It was a difficult and gruesome task, as many of them were torn to shreds by the explosion. Wow. We have heartbreaking news. After adding the bodies found here to those from the last camp, it seems that everyone who was traveling in the third Dreadnought has died. Several steam cores were left here as gravestones. We decided that the living need them more. It's considered safe work, says Dasal Peach. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and do that. So I guess we'll hop by the broken tree. No, let's just send them right home. We need the steel, right? Just keep sending more people, more kids. So, deck 1, 300 steel. So, that is on the way right now. Oh, I get it. Alright, so this bar up here is how many people are currently there. So, as people go up, this bar is going to move to right here, and we're going to be within this threshold. So before we move into this threshold, we have to meet all the requirements here. Okay. So how much... You know what that means too is we need to do hunting tactics, so we have fewer workers. Because eventually we still need to provide food. Remember to prepare the evacuation topics to check what you need in the next steps. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we need to be able to provide enough food, which means we need to build more hunter things. Can I just send kids? Is it bad to have just kids on there? I'm assuming like the kids aren't going to be working. It's the engineers who are working. We're just actually just sending people there. They're not actually working or anything. This is part of the evacuation process. I think that's my interpretation of what's happening right now. Okay, so keep track here. All right, so we need to build a hunter's thing, another hunter's thing. We have steel coming in right now. We're going to have enough food. How do I send food? Alright, you don't think it's bad? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna send 50 children. Does it just, like, empty out the existing amount of food that's here? Let's go ahead and speedy forward. Oh. Bloody hell, the generator broke down. Generator is done! How could we have this happen? How could this have happened? It's so true, after all. Generator failure. Sir, the generator has just quit suddenly. To make matters worse, its stress is rising. The main return valve must have failed. People are terrified the generator will explode. Our engineers are already working on a temporary fix. The repair station was adequately staffed, so the repairs will be finished reasonably quickly. Awesome. You have to repair immediately. Hope falls greatly? You have to fix the generator before it blows up from rising stresses. Repair it immediately. Okay. Now, how do I know? Oh, now there's a malfunction. Generator stress increase. Oh, I have to click on repair. I'm glad I looked in there. I assumed the game was just gonna do that. 20 hours. Okay. Not bad. They are working 24 hours, so we could actually take 13 people out, throw them in there, reduce the timeline. We're also doing really, really well in our medical and infirmaries. No patients in this one. Let's take 5 people out of there real quick. And there are a few more people in there. So now the generator will be fixed before the next daily shift. Food is under provisions tab. Oh. Oh. Cabins. Oh. And if I like give it too much, oh yeah, it does. This little bar in the middle is what's growing if I add these steam cores. Oh, cool. Okay. So, oh, this gray bar is what we're satisfying for provisions. Okay. Ooh, provisions, that's stressful. Alright, build an outpost immediately. So by the morning, we're gonna have 100 more raw food. So this is all about timing, I think. When we have enough food to send out, so people can be hungry here, which is fine. Hunger's not bad. How much time is left? Starving is bad, but hungry is not bad. Still think we're on track. I think we're doing okay. Let's take one engineer out, throw him in the infirmary. There's one dude here who's just not going in there for some reason. Give him options. Maybe there's a doctor there that he doesn't like. The math and timing. Heating is off? Oh. Right, the heating is off because it's being repaired. Young and fragile. Sir, a doctor who tended to our children during the journey north is here to talk to you about their evacuation. The youngest one should be evacuating to the Dreadnought immediately. Oh, there's my confirmation. The conditions here will only get worse and we can't take risks with their health. I will send the youngest children. You will have 5 days to send 50 children to the Dreadnought. Hope will rise slightly? That's all I get? You have 5 days to send all the children? Oh no. Yeah, we are not starving for hope. We can do the first one. Oh, we have a raw food storage problem? No problem. Boom. Yeah, we can't be bottlenecked by that time. By the timing of the raw food here. So we are, I think we're gonna hit our points here pretty on point. So we have 13, so in 13 hours we're gonna send everybody out. We're gonna send the shipment of people. Maximum children. So here's our steel. How are we doing on cookhouses? Cookhouses are not the right temperature. Actually, everything is kind of frozen right now until repairs. Look at the houses are livable. Let's see the value. A lot of value in those houses. Excuse me. Alright, so we just hit 40. Alright, there's 50. So let's do the upgrade for advanced steelworks. And the last one. Okay, so we're going to be out of wood. Our top men and women are working on repairing the generator. Our top engineers. They're almost done. 13 minutes, 12 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. Done. Generator is operational. The generator is operational again, and you can turn it on safely. However, the next breakdown will be more difficult to repair. Ooh. If you keep engineers employed at the repair station, they will monitor the generator. When it breaks down again, we'll repair it faster. Boom. So now we want to do level 2. Is that what we want? Let's do level 1. Let's pop overdrive. Ability condition is not met. See, level 1 would be fine if we had houses. Alright, let's go to level 2. Whoopsie. Alright, so our coal is like excessive. It's so good. We have so much coal. So very much coal. We're probably overplaying coal here. We're probably gonna move. Alright, so we just hit 40. Let's go ahead and plop down another hunter's hangar. I think to be 85. Be 145 right now, so that is 290. 290 more on top of what we already have. So I think that's sustainable. Which one does this satisfy? Ah, right here. So we need to hit all the way up here. Wow, we have to give it like 500 foods. So much food. That is an immense amount of food, actually. Good thing we're doing the resource depot upgrade. On that note, I think I'm gonna turn this one into food rations because we need to hold enough before we send them out. So I think the coal is pretty much overproducing right now, which is fine because we need people for hunters anyway. On that note, let's go ahead. Let's try to get as far ahead with the food as possible. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of these trees. Whatever. It is what it is. Most useless thing to say. Okay. We got that going. These guys are gonna be here soon. It's all about balance. Gonna pop those people in there. We're not gonna be sending workers for at least 2 days. Okay. Let's take some more people. Let's take this one out. Actually move them up. And let's see. Anything not in range of these quick places? No, actually. What over here? We don't have a cook place yet. So let's take them out of there, pop them in there, and let's put people in this one again. There's 2. Okay. Alright, so on the workers, so I think once we do the resource depot, we can do hunting tactics, which will give us a few more people. A few more workers. So we can put them back on coal, maybe. This place is cold. It's okay now. Oh, scouts have returned. All right. All right. So now we need to be very, very careful with spending our steel here. Okay, so we can drop this. Let's actually get ahead of it. Let's give it, I don't know, whatever. Just pick an arbitrary number here. Or 50. I mean, this is 50 people here, which means the next 50 is going to be about right here. This at least gives us halfway. Giving it 2 steam cores fills up 2 of these bars. I don't think we're gonna be using any steam cores, so we could just kind of. I don't think we're gonna need to use steam cores. So we only use 2 steam cores. That's a little concerning, actually. So we need our scouts going out to find more. I don't think we can spend any more steam cores. So let's do 5. 5 sounds good. We're not gonna hit that send button. Whoop. That was close. That was a close one. Alright, let's send these people out again. Sorry. My computer just, my fan just like hit something and just exploded. I don't know. Some stuff is happening out there. A little tinging, a little tanging. Ooh. It's already 8:40, wow. Look at that, the time is just blowing by again. Alright, so let's reevaluate our engineers. We only need 8. 8 is adequate. Yeah. I don't want to put too many people in there. Let's see. So let's just fully staff that one, and let's put 5 more in there. And we have 3 left. Let's go ahead and put them in the workplaces here. And let's turn this thing back on. Put it on work hours. we're doing okay. Well, the next cold is about to hit. So anything in laws are going to help us right now? I don't think so. Protector of the truth? Nah. I don't think I want any of those big things. So we can do, I think we can afford these. We have a lot of hope generators. So to help with the food thing, the food is where it's really hard, I think. So we can do this one, and then moonshine next to make eating soup cause a little less discontent. We can cook soup instead of full meals. I don't know what the trade-off is as far as like how many raw turns into meals, but I think this is probably going to be the thing. Is it soup or food additives? Does it actually tell us? Let's see. Food additives will cause people to fall ill. Eating soup will cause discontent. I'm assuming they have the same. Maybe this one is like one more meal out of it, and this one's double the meals. I don't want sick people. Right now we are coasting on 2 infirmaries. So I think I'm gonna do soup. Doing soup. It's happening. Boop. Alright, let's check out here. 5 food rations instead of 4. Here we go. So yeah, I guess I was, my assumption was fairly close. Alright, so we're gonna do soup. We get 1 more food. 5 per 2. So that should help out a lot. And when we do the 5 less people into hunters, that will give us 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 more people, which also means 2 more hunter things. Alright, thank you, Docile Peach. I feel a little nervous here. Feel a little anxious. We have more food coming in. Yeah, so it's the timing of the food. I feel like maybe we should have sent more. Oh, red. Forgot to upgrade the thing. Actually, do we need to? We don't actually need to. We kind of do. Let's do it for a little bit. What's going on with our wood? There we go. Turn that off. Alright, so we have 2 sick absentees. Okay. Are they warm over here? Oh, they're toasty. Okay. Research depot upgrading. Yeah, we're doing pretty well on our steel. Our wood is not so great, preventing us from being able to build houses. I'm gonna kind of hold off. I'm gonna hold off on building houses. I'm gonna prioritize building the hunter hut thingies, hunter hangers, because I think we can afford the coal, honestly. Oh, good. A little bit of warmth coming up. I think we can afford the coal. I mean, we have a really high income of coal. Guess we're just under. So if we need 5 less, that gives us 10 people. So 5 less out of all of these hunter huts, hunter hangers, will give us 30 people. And if we build 2 more hunter huts, or we build 1 more hunter hut actually, that's going to be, yeah, we can actually build 2 more hunter huts. fully staffed. It gives us 5 extra people. We can throw in this gathering post, and it might just put us over. So after the research depot, we're going to put in our research for the hunter tactics. This is going down just a little bit. The 3 days right now at this rate. What are you? Okay. Okay, good. Alright. Survivors, cool. The weather station. The engineers responsible for preparing the weather forecast welcomes us as they enter the building. Let's explore. I like to hear about engineers. The weather station is manned by several engineers who use an array of instruments to monitor the air temperature, wind force, and direction, and atmospheric pressure changes. On the basis of this data, they prepare weather forecasts. We could use these engineers in the city to help with the generator, but if we close a weather station, we'll lose a weather forecast. Well, it's going to keep getting colder, I can tell you that much, says the chief and meteorologist. We're just going to keep him here. We're going to leave him there. We can always come back, but we're going to leave him there for now. We've already satisfied the minimum engineer requirements, so we don't actually need them at this point. It might come to it, but right now we have 7 or 8. We have 8 engineers like on standby. All right, cool. So that finished. Let's do hunting tactics. All right, we are on a really good position. We're in a really good position right now. So we could send all the food right now. We'd be so close. So we could wait. We could wait a little bit. Man, we have to send them so much food. So this is only going to go down. I guess it's going to go up first. So let's let this climb a little bit. Kind of watch this bar. We're going to kind of eyeball it. Oh my goodness, we're getting so close. I'm so excited to send them. Oh man, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. That number, so much food. Speaking of, we're not going to do candlelit dinners, but we're going to do the sermons. Candlelit dinners require food. And that also requires food. Okay. I'm just thinking about the hope thing. Alright, so now we're kind of combating against everybody who's currently eating. Oh, we're so close. I mean, as long as we have raw food, this is going to go up. And it's the working hours. I mean, are people going to die if we don't meet this? Like, do we have to exceed it? My assumption is that we have to exceed it. Oh, we're so close. The working shift is almost done, though. People are going to go hungry overnight. Alright, 6 o'clock just hit. I think we're so close. It's fine, right? I need something to compare it. A little piece of paper on my monitor. I mean, it is like basically 1-to-1. We couldn't have timed that any better. Alright, so our steel is in excess of. We can actually do 400. I don't want to go too far. I mean, but in excess is probably fine. We're sending 5 steam cores. Hopefully we'll find more out there. And we have our 50 children for our quest. Provision 723 foods. So I think we can send this. Sending. You sent 50 children to the Dreadnought. Hope rises. Ooh, look at that. Look at that hope. Evacuation. We've refitted the Dreadnought to provide basic accommodation and supplies. Now we have to send enough coal to start it. Then it will be ready to launch when you give the order. However, there are still a number of people left in the city. To evacuate more, we need to prepare the cabins and provisions for them. Otherwise, our journey will end badly. How you proceed with the evacuation is up to you. Cool. Send coal, fuel. Alright, let's look at... Oh, there's a new tab. So we do have a lot. We could send... we could send, like, the max. We don't have a coal bar. Coal required to launch a Dreadnought is 5,000. Coal stockpiled in the Dreadnought. So it looks like we can only send 2,500 at a time. Interesting. So the next group of people we send, we have to kind of take that into consideration. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So I'm glad we sent a little extra steel. We probably should have sent all the steel. I wasn't aware of the resource cap. Okay. But now we know. Let's do... Maybe we'll target... I don't know. 1,800? Arbitrary 1,800? We're just going to maximize it. Okay, so we're doing hunting tactics. It's going to be super, super helpful. Which also means that we need to consider our storage. Maybe just a little bit. Let's go ahead and preemptively build our first extra hunter. Let's actually build our first two. Our only two. Zoom in. Let's get close. Alright, that one's fine. Okay. Cool. So when the research is done, boom, we can pop them in there. And we can put 10 more people on coal. Feeling good? Feeling good? I think it was a good choice to move our outpost to food instead of coal. I think it was good that we're kind of building up our coal income leading up to this point. I'm still a little bit worried because, I mean, we're only just meeting it here. And the amount of workers that we have. I mean, 325. This is a really interesting little puzzle. Oh. Fate of the disabled. Sir, an amputee wants to talk to you about the evacuation. I know I won't make it to the Dreadnought. The climb to the plateau is far too difficult. I could only do it if I had a prosthetic. I lost my limb working to save the city. Please don't forget about people like me, sir. You will only be able to evacuate amputees if you make prosthetics for them. Oh, okay, so... Cool. I mean, I was starting to think, like... We're starting to exhaust the tech tree a little bit. I mean, we could do a large resource post. They're pretty expensive to build. I mean, I'm not, like, super enticed by the large resource thing. I'll do it. Man, this thing requires a steam core? Are you kidding me? Alright, so how many people can actually fit in this bar? How many people down this line are we actually going to get? So, let's see. We just sent 50, and this is 25, so this is 75. Got my little piece of paper again. Alright, so Oh, look at that. It's like my paper is ruled. Hey, McKing. Dude, why Stephen Hawking is streaming? What do you mean? Do I sound robotic or something? Alright. So 75. 1, 2, 3 ticks. And one more 25 is 4. Okay. My pen. You look like Steven. What do you mean? What do you mean I look like Steven? That's not nice. He's a good-looking man. I should say thank you. Alright, here's my tick. My hair. Oh, my hair. Okay. My hair or higher? I don't know what you mean by higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4. Every 4 is 100. My little piece of paper here. No worries. No disrespect taken. Alright, so that's 100. Let me mark it with my mouse. So we have 500 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 500 is over here. That's... So there's actually... We actually can't fit everybody. Is that like a narrative that I just kind of spoiled? No worries, my king. My liege. Thanks for hanging out here. We are actually... I think we're doing okay. We're playing the Fall of Winterhome here. Our income for coal, I think, is adequate. We only need to send the Dreadnought 5,000 coal. If you hover over the beds icon, it'll show you what you need in total for each cabin. Hover over the beds. Cabins. You mean like for other people? I don't understand. You mean this one? Oh, we only need to send 4? For deck 5? Oh, I guess we... Did we send an extra one? Yeah, we sent 1 extra steam core. Oops. It's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh wait, no. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 10. 10 steam cores to fill this. Because you need 4 steam cores for deck 5 in order to get that one upgraded. Okay. And let's see, 5,000 food. It seems like the game is just kind of telling us, oh, you just need 5,000 food. Eventually you need 5,000 food. But this implies to me that it's not actually limited. Because otherwise it would have something there. Okay. So, okay, alright. It seems to me that we will not be able to send everybody to the Dreadnought. It's heavily implied to me that that's the case. Do we need... we don't really... Oh, I guess we can do moonshine. Since we're doing soup.
Listen, everyone.
Okay. Cool. So we can't put people in here until the technology is done. Cool. Boop boop doop doop. Yeah, my king, I don't do anything with my hair. In fact, my wife cuts my hair. Because I refuse to spend $20 on somebody to just go bzzz, because I don't care. I'm not interested in hair. If I had the choice, I would actually be bald, but I look terrifying bald. I have tried it before, and people kind of interacted with me very differently, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. I did that for a few weeks, and I really gave it a chance, but yeah, it wasn't for me. Ugh. So Snow Dune, this is going to be a landmark. Okay, let's continue forward. The steel bridge. There'll be a broken automaton, I believe is out here. I think I've been out here before. Which will be a steam core. I think you get 2 if you disassemble. A girl tried to cut your hair, but you won't let her do that. And she's upset about it. See, I had to convince my wife to cut my hair. Oh no. See, you could bring up the argument that it saves money, or you can just let your hair grow out, or just intentionally make your hair look awful, and think about the savings, not having to spend money on getting a haircut. I mean, $20? $20 for like a little buzz? I don't know what kind of things you do for yourself, but $20 for a little buzz? I mean, myself, I don't really care. And if you're a person who doesn't really care about your hair either, I mean, $20, that's like, that's a night out? That's dinner? That's a movie? I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do for 20 bucks. I mean, you can even rent a movie at home for $5, you know, off of Amazon Prime or something. That's an expensive haircut. I mean, $20 is expensive. I mean, around my area, it's $20. All it is a buzz. I'm like, ugh. Stowaways. Sir, we found stowaways in the evacuation center. Oh, they spelled it like centre. Like a English way. Some people are so afraid that they are unwilling to wait for their turn and want to make for the dreadnought on their own by stealing supplies or hiding in the transports. If you let this escalate, we won't be able to carry out the evacuation in any orderly fashion. Send the guards in. Oh. Hope will fall. Let's send the guards in. We can't have this. As it is, we won't be able to actually have everybody go. My barber is getting $65 for full trim. Oh, $65. Wow. Look, if you want to spend $65 on your haircut, you know, it's more power to you. It's just not for me. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't think I would even spend that much on a buzzer. I think I'd spend 40 bucks on my buzzer. Every few months, okay. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you could say, you know, out of the year, $65 every few months out of the year. I mean, I can add up. But if it's important to you, then, you know, you should do it. And if it's important to her, but not important to you, I don't know. There's a potential discussion there. Maybe she could help you out. Maybe she could pay for half of it. I mean, she's the one who's got to look at you. You know? I mean, that's what I say to my wife, you know? I'm like, you have to look at me. So you have to be happy with the way I look. Because I can't see myself. Why would I spend, this is just, again, this is just my opinion. Why would I want to spend $20 on something that I can't see? I can't see my hair. Oh, your dad is paying for it. Gotcha. Oh, no worries. Oh, here's our freeze. Yeah, well, I mean, if your dad wants to pay for it because your parents got to look at you, you know, I mean, that's okay. We did not time our overdrive very well at all. Look at this. Everybody's gonna be so cold. And we have like no wood. And they're freezing over here. Which tells me that the steam wall drill is something that we excuse me, is something we could have looked into, because it also gives us a extra insulation level. Well, it's only for a small amount of time. It's a little too late now. Oh wait, it's not freezing. Oh, it was freezing because they weren't at work and the heater wasn't on. Okay, no worries. $65 doesn't matter with your dad's salary. Yeah, I mean if he's okay with doing it. You need to learn to work from your dad to get pay. Yeah. I mean it's fun to work. You can feel like you got a purpose, a sense of purpose and stuff. I mean, outside of like your social circle, there's a lot of things in life that you end up finding that you find purpose in. Work is just kind of that, it's that reliable purpose, and it gives you power. And having an income gives you power to kind of make your own choices and things. It's like your dad to pay $500 for a worker. Yeah, like little house things like resurfacing your tile and things like that. Or fixing little trims around the perimeter of your house and things. For 500 people? What do you mean by 500 worker? I'm not sure I understand what that means. We have arrived at the steel bridge, and we were right. It potentially contains an automaton. The bridge is maintained by an automaton. Its task is to keep it free of snow in case we needed to transport resources across the ravine. Let's explore. He doesn't pay $500. So 500 workers. Okay. So he's in charge of 500 people. I think it's been like 8 months that my hair doesn't see a haircut. Nice, Nadia Kemi. Are you somebody who just like kind of grows your hair out though? My wife like is her hair only gets to like around here or so, and then like it doesn't grow anymore, or it just takes like a year to get like an inch. It's super slow. Mechanical workforce. The automaton works tirelessly to keep the bridge free of snow and passable for resource transports. If we sent it to the city, we could cut off any outposts further down this route. Scouts will still be able to cross the bridge. Then automaton to the city. Oh, why is there combat? We won't be able to set up outposts further down this route. We will decide what to do with the automaton later. Oh, I can't disassemble it. Oh, that's unexpected. It's a farming site. A mile of farming. We send them all over the world. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, that's pretty intense. So you're gonna be like part of the family job. That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. It's a lot of responsibility in your future. You think your hair is like my wife's? Okay. There's about a limit to it, and then that's pretty much it. And her the thing is she complains about all the time is like it's thin, and thick hair runs in my family, and I'm told by people all the time, like when my hair is long, it looks like really nice, and I agree, it looks nice. I just don't care. It's totally wasted on me. It's kind of a shame. It should have been given to another person named Fabio or something. To feed a lot of families. So it sounds like your family's farming business is pretty intense. All right. So do we send this back? I don't understand why. Oh, okay. So we won't be able to set up outposts further down this route because the outpost people need the bridge is cleared. I'm assuming steel is further down. Yeah, I mean, I could see steel being a bottleneck. I guess I'm just gonna leave it. For now. There it is, iron deposit. Yeah, because steel wasn't anywhere else. I don't. We can't replace the food requirement. The food requirement is absolutely insane. I think that from a game design perspective, my suspicion is that the steel mine is for, or the steel outpost is going to be if you didn't already do the advanced steel. So I know this is going to be the steel outpost. I'm going to continue down this route though and see if we can find more steel cores or steam cores.